If you're getting ready to buy a home, you might be wondering, where do I even begin that process? And that's what we're going to go over today here at the Miami Valley Experience. My name's Jonas Helbert, and I am one half of Team MVE, Miami Valley Experience, with Streetlight Realty. And today we're going to be discussing the very first step that you need to take if you're thinking about purchasing a home. The very first step that you're going to want to take if you're getting ready to begin that journey of home purchasing is you're going to need to get pre-approved through a mortgage lender. What is a pre-approval exactly? Well, a pre-approval is the process of meeting with a mortgage professional that is going to go through the process of letting you know what it is that you will be qualified for to spend or to purchase on your home, whether that is by a monthly payment or by the total amount that you're going to be able to purchase. You're going to really understand what type of home you're going to be able to look for. And this is extremely important. If you do this step later in the process, you may be looking at properties that you don't actually qualify for, and it can be a real bummer when you find that out. If you're looking at a $250,000 house and then you realize you can only afford a $180,000 house, that purchasing power is going to look drastically different from what you've been walking to what you're going to start looking at, and it could kind of burn you out on the entire process. It just makes a lot of sense to get that pre-approval up front so you know exactly what it is that you're going to be looking for. And then when you're out there with your real estate agent, you'll know that each home that you're looking at is within your budget. This is what we've uncovered so far about a mortgage pre-approval. First, it lets you know what your financial situation is, which will then dictate how much you can afford and make sure that meets within your budget. Because what you might find out is that you qualify for a $300,000 home, but when you sit there and have that conversation with the lender, you may find out you only want to spend up to $200 or $225 based on what that monthly payment might be. What exactly is that process of getting pre-approved? What does that look like once you're sitting there with the lender? Or it could be an online application or an over-the-phone application, depending on your level of comfort with financially sensitive information, if you will. In order to truly have an accurate and truly bona fide pre-approval, you're going to need some documents lined up and ready to go for your mortgage lender. The documents are as follows. You're going to need things like recent pay stubs. They're usually going to want a month's worth. So if you get paid twice a month, they're going to want 2. If you get paid 4 times a month, they're going to want 4 pay stubs. They're going to want to see 2 years worth of tax returns, 2 months worth of bank statements, and they may ask or require other things, especially if you're self-employed. There might be some additional documents or letters or explanations that you're going to have to provide in order to secure your pre-approval. How about choosing a lender? Is there a good lender to work with? Well, the answer to that is really going to depend on your situation. Are you going to be getting a conventional loan? Are you going to be a first-time home buyer? Do you need down payment assistance? Are you a veteran? Some lenders are better at some things than others. That's the way it always works, right? Certain companies just do things a little bit better than others, and lending is no different. Depending on what it is that you're going to want or need from a lender will kind of predicate who it is that you're going to want to talk to. If you want the best interest rates and you plan on putting a lot of money down, there are going to be lenders for that. If you're someone who doesn't have the best credit, there's going to be lenders for that. There are lenders that cater to each and every situation, and it really just depends on your personalized situation. Usually the process is you're going to fill out the application with the mortgage lender or from the mortgage lender if they send it to you. Again, if you do it online, things like that, you're going to hand over the documents. They're going to cross-check everything. Generally, that process can be done all in one sitting. Sometimes if there's some documentation that they need to go through, they may take the application with you, which is maybe 30 to 45-minute process. And then they may want the rest of the day or next day to go ahead and kind of fine-tune the application. But it should be pretty quick to get your pre-approval letter. If you are a business owner or 1099, that process could take an extra couple of days, but it should never take 2 or 3 weeks unless it is on your end and you're not getting documentation over to the mortgage lender. And that's it. That's truly the process of getting your pre-approval. to figure out exactly how much you're going to be able to be approved for and what kind of homes you should be looking for with your real estate agent. Now, whether you go and get pre-approved and then find a realtor, or if you work with a realtor and then have them recommend some lenders to you, there's pros and cons to that. If you want, leave me a comment and I can always make a video about that on which direction you should go. But again, just keep in mind that depending on your needs, some lenders are just going to be better than others. Hopefully you find this helpful. My name is Jonas Selbert. I am a part of Team MVE with Streetlight Realty, and you are watching this through the Miami Valley Experience, either YouTube channel or directly on our website, or maybe some other social media platforms. But if you can do me a favor, give us a like, leave a comment, subscribe, share this information with anyone that you might find to be able to get some use out of it. It would be greatly appreciated. And thanks for tuning in to the Miami Valley Experience.